Strictly star Amy Dowden is demanding action to clamp down on online trolls after she was targeted with abuse during treatment for breast cancer. The dancer, who was diagnosed last May, was accused of being a narcissist and attention seeker. She was also told she should be hiding away and getting on with it, instead of trying to help others. And now she is calling for the most extreme trolls to face criminal convictions. Amy says, "I wish these people realized what they are doing. I wish they could see the effect it does have. It's like putting a nail in a piece of wood. You take the nail out and the wood is scarred forever. It's never the same. And making those nasty comments is doing exactly that." Amy was diagnosed with the most aggressive form of breast cancer aged just 32 last May. When she was diagnosed, she decided to allow cameras into her most personal and vulnerable moments in the hope of reminding women to check their breasts. "I wouldn't want anyone else to receive the messages I did," she says quietly, ahead of her new documentary, airing on Monday. "Sometimes I was up at 2 a.m., and I couldn't sleep, because the steroids were keeping me up. I was so low, and then receiving those messages was heartbreaking. I just feel like it's not spoken about." She adds, "You hear on the news about teenagers taking their lives because of online bullying. I witnessed a bit and I got to understand where people are coming from when they are feeling like that. When someone is bullying someone online and they take their own life, it's kind of like manslaughter. Is there going to be punishment to stop people doing it? It's awful." Some messages even mocked Amy for having caught her own cancer relatively early. She was diagnosed at stage 2. "They said I was a narcissist and an attention seeker," she says. "It was. It's not even stage 4. They said I should hide away and get on with it on my own, and asked why I felt the need to dance around in my garden when I shaved my head. Well, I was with my friends and we were trying to make the best of the situation." The film reveals that Amy, from Caerphilly in South Wales, struggled valiantly with losing her hair. She tried using a freezing cold cap to keep hold of it, but during the 4th chemo session, the pain she experienced was so intense she had to stop. The result is that her long hair starts falling out within days, and viewers will see how the dancer finds this devastating. "There is no textbook on how to deal with cancer, or any diagnosis," Amy explains. "People need to do what is right for them. Some people want to shave their hair before they start chemotherapy, so they don't have to watch it falling out. For me, I wanted to hold on to my hair for as long as I possibly could. People were just horrible and mean and nasty." She hopes the keyboard warriors will watch the film and gain a greater understanding of her quest to raise awareness. It also shows her weeping over the news that she would lose her fertility, something she and new husband Ben Jones were devastated by. Her loving parents are shown crying with worry for their daughter, who thankfully receives plenty of support from close friends and family members, including pal Jenny, who has gone through her own cancer journey. Amy says, "I don't think Ben and I would have got through it without support from friends." But she also reveals some people have simply turned their back on the situation. "I had people who came to my wedding before my diagnosis, who I didn't even hear from," she adds. "That really hurts and still does now. That's changed my relationships moving forward. When you're at the darkest of times and you don't hear from somebody who could walk to my house, that really does sting. They were sat at my wedding just a couple of months before, and at my house dog-sitting 2 or 3 weeks before, but not even a text. I do find really weird." Amy says she was inspired to make the BBC film because she'd had such a good response to the previous one she made about her battle with Crohn's disease. She adds, "I want to raise awareness, and early detection is key. If people start checking themselves because of me, I might save a life. I also want to show what living with cancer is really like. When you're getting married, You're asked by everybody, when are you going to have babies? Right now it's a sensitive subject for Ben and I. But the couple gets some much-deserved joy in the film, when they successfully harvest 5 fertilized embryos ahead of Amy's treatment, meaning there is a chance they can have children in the years to come. Another lighter moment comes when Amy shows fellow Strictly Pro dancer Diane Buswell the results of her mastectomy and reconstruction surgery. She was the first person I showed, other than my husband. Amy laughs. I'm not the kind of person to get my boobs out, that's not me at all. To me it's kind of like, they're not my boobs, they're new boobs. Diane made me think they are okay. I needed reassurance. Having gone through so much, Amy admits to feeling nervous about the response to the show. But above all, she is buzzing about getting back to Strictly after missing out last year. It feels like it's my first year again, she says. I'm making the most of things. You don't know what's around the corner. Tomorrow is not promised. I can't stop smiling. I can't stop dancing. I can't wait. We have been working so hard. I can't wait for you all to see. Strictly Amy. Cancer and Me, BBC One, 8 p.m, Monday. Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.